Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article from Mike over at Light Reading. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the AT&T convergence. It was touched up on at the Q2 earnings. Now we recently had AT&T's third quarter earnings, and the convergence percentage is growing for them. Today, or not today, but as of Q3, 40% of fiber customers are taking mobile. That's a pretty big deal. So I don't want to say that Verizon and T-Mobile are downplaying the convergence, because they clearly offer it today, but either it's not working for them in the same, for the same success, or they're just not pushing it as hard. AT&T is going all in on convergence. I want to say that in this video. They're going all in. So if fiber is available and you don't sell mobile, you will be questioned. Hey, how come we didn't get both? That's how aggressive they're going. And if they're getting mobile and they didn't get fiber, it's going to be asked as well. You're going to be questioned. Hey, how come you didn't complete this? Do we need to go back to the customer? What did the customer say? How come we did not sell the convergence? AT&T is going all in on convergence. That's their biggest offer. I don't want to say it's their biggest selling point, but it's a huge situation for them in terms of further growing the mobile share in mid-sized markets where they run fiber. And as the fiber penetration grows in those markets, so does the mobile share. So they go hand in hand. So from a investment perspective, AT&T has to make sure that the wireless network is up to par to compete and keep those customers and keep churn as low as possible. So AT&T for the last several quarters has been the leading churn in the industry by far. By far. This quarter, they came in at 0.78, which was a little bit elevated, but Verizon was at 0.89, T-Mobile was at 0.86. So AT&T is still coming in far lower. So that convergence piece is very meaningful for the company. They have the least amount of mid-band deployed today from a 5G perspective. I've seen the overlapping maps. I know most of you don't have access to that, but they have the least amount of density nationwide. They're fixing that in certain markets with C-RAN and additional macro deployments, but at scale, they have the lowest amount of density. And I don't want to say they're the boring carrier, but they don't really offer any of the value perks or anything else. Like, there's nothing that stands out about AT&T versus what T-Mobile and Verizon offer today that would make you believe that they have, how can they maintain the lowest churn? I think it's the convergence. As they continue to bundle accounts with fiber and wireless, they keep those customers longer. They create CLV, long-term value, and those customers stay. And the proof is in the numbers. So I think eventually, as more and more customers get converged at AT&T, once they pull that pricing lever, they're going to look really good on the financials at some point. And they can also simultaneously grow wireless, fixed wireless, and fiber. So if you add both of them, right, if you add the 226,000 fiber customers plus the 135,000, I think it was, FWA customers, I mean, they're right there with everyone else. They're right there with FWA, or the total growth numbers from T-Mobile and Verizon. And that's AT&T just barely trying to push the needle. If they really went bigger on FWA, they could probably grow at similar volumes. So just something to think about. Just wanted to throw that in. They're now at 40%, right? It's even stated in this article. Yeah, you guys could check it out. I'll leave it in the comments. I mean, in the description. But today, AT&T is at 40% of fiber customers that they're converting to mobile as well. So it's a very interesting strategy. I don't think they shy away from that or pivot. I think they keep the pedal to the metal on on the convergence piece. It's big for the company. They discuss it all the time, and everything, the strategy, go to market, I think it's going to start to be centered around convergence. The DSL customers, they want to get them into FWA. If they get them into FWA, they also want to do the mobile too. Mobile and home broadband for AT&T goes hand in hand, and it's a big thing internally. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.